I feel spring in the air, and I know all the gardener friends out there, you feel it too. Hi, I'm Aubrey. This is Crybaby Sonoma Homestead. Today we're going to go check out the Dollar Tree to see what kind of gardening items they have on hand. I am so addicted to getting their little solar lights. The butterfly ones are so cute. I like to put them inside my polytunnel and greenhouse. I'm going to grab some more another time. I'll come back. But they have lots of great stuff for Easter. I did grab one little container that I think will be versatile. I'll show you later what I use it for. But I'm going to use it for Easter first and then reuse it, repurpose it. So this is really the greatest place for holidays, for things like, uh, birthday cards, Christmas cards, things like that are really awesome. Every time I see these stackers, I always want to get more, but I have to remind myself why I shouldn't. And that's because they don't hold up to the test of time the way that some other ones do. The small ones are super cute, though. I think I would probably do those inside. Indoors only. As you can see, I've purchased these before. These are older, but they're not very old. See that? And this is not, I'm not rough with them, okay? And, I mean, obviously they're dirty, but look how faded they are. And this is in the shade. So where I had this container was actually in dappled shade, mostly shade. And it's cracked and faded. And I think this one was on the top. And it's really faded. So faded and cracked. These really don't last me one season. So I'm not buying them anymore. Unless maybe if I was going to use them for house plants. Maybe like for succulents indoors, that would be okay. But you're going to still see fading. And I personally would rather spend $40. I know it's like, this is like $1.25 times 3. So for less than $4, you're getting all 3 of them. And if you have to do it, then do it. But I'd rather spend $40 on a Mr. Stacky that lasts a long time, because of the work I have to go into, like replanting everything. If it falls apart and it's just crumbling. And also, I don't know if it's food safe or not. Like, I can plant my strawberries in the Mr. Stacky or in a larger, like those green leaves or whatever they're called. But with these, I'm basically just planting flowers and like, aesthetics, for ornamental purposes. But this is not ornamental when it breaks down like this. I mean, and it really fades fast, and they end up cracking pretty bad. Like that. So I'm going to be honest with you. Yes, I do kind of see them on the shelves, and I go, I want them. But then I have to remind myself, this is how they turn out. I do buy a lot of containers from Dollar Tree, but I'm pretty picky, and I feel them and I kind of bend them a little bit and see if they're rigid and see how well they're going to stand up. I also flip them over and look at the number on the bottom. Those are actually some really nice sized pots for $1.25. I was surprised that they weren't marked $3 or $5, and you never know, they could be soon. So if you want a really nice size container, you might want to check them out pretty quickly. Some of the things I saw recently that I'm pretty sure were $1.25 at some point are now marked higher. I really liked these terracotta looking planters, and it's kind of like an optical illusion, but they're a lot bigger than they look right there. I will plant something in there. I haven't decided what, if I'm going to do flowers or some other kind of, like maybe some kind of perennials or something outdoors. I like the tags. I'm going to maybe spray paint them or something, make with a Mod Podge after I actually label them and see if I can get them to last longer. And this is definitely the place to get your gift bags and things like that. The reason I was getting those plates is because I use them underneath house plants. It's actually a lot cheaper than buying the trays that they sell at garden centers. And I think it looks a little bit nicer too. And they last longer. So I did grab those as well. And a few gift bags because we've got some birthdays in April. This area is great. And I like to get the waste paper baskets. And this is why. So the planter underneath I got from Dollar General. Not going to recommend them right now. But I planted some of those gladiolas in that container, and then I used a Dollar Tree waste paper basket on top to try to deter the squirrels from digging up and eating my bulbs. That has been an issue, especially in the front yard, with the squirrels being kind of naughty, and they like to dig up and eat my nut trees and my flowering bulbs. So I did put that up. They also eat all my oca, so I'm like out of oca now. Very sad because that's one of my favorite crops to grow. Um, but I did grab a bunch of those the last time I was at Dollar Tree, and I popped them around several places. I need to get some more when I see them again because I just think it's going to work really fabulously. And I've seen them practically the same thing for sale, but marketed as a gardening item for way more money. And if it starts to rust or something, I think I can just spray paint it. So I plan on using these waste paper baskets a lot in the garden to keep the squirrels out, especially when the plants are not yet really established. They tend to leave the established plants alone and really go after the plants that are just like the bulbs and the nuts. You can't tell here, but what I have, besides all the flowers, is I have in here, let's see, I'll show you. These are magnolia. These are magnolia seeds in here, and they're going to sprout, but the squirrels love to eat them. So I put this inside of a waste paper basket, and my plan is to zip tie this on top so that the squirrels can't get it. And I was thinking maybe zip tie it on two sides, like two pieces, and then not on the other. That way I can just kind of unhinge it like a door. So that's my plan. That's a work in progress. I did grab a few things from the shelves that were $5 for birthdays. I have a few artists in the family, so I grabbed this for my daughter. Shh, don't tell her. Her birthday's in a few days. So that's for her. I actually got the pink one, the pinky looking one, because she likes to sketch and do all kinds of things like that. As a science teacher, I thought these mini composition books were adorable, and I plan on keeping one in my purse for making lists and things like that. I don't need any more seeds. That is the truth. But I've always looked to see what they have, and I did grab 4 packets because it's for $4.25, and that's a good deal no matter which way you look at it. I tend to go for the single type of seed at a time and not for like the mixtures. That's just my personal preference. You could get a whole garden in one packet if you're into flower gardening and you don't really care what pops up. That's a great idea. I grabbed last time I was here a bunch of the gladiolas because I absolutely love gladiolas, and it's one of my favorite flowers. As you can see those pictures, those are some of the flowers I've grown. Pretty sure I got those bulbs from the Dollar Tree many years ago. And the last couple of years I haven't been seeing a lot of flowering. Probably those have kind of like come and gone. And so I have like little baby gladiolas that look almost like grass, and I wanted to make sure I have some flowers. I don't really need more seeds, but I could always use a few more cauliflower seeds. For some reason, I don't know why, I never really bulk up on that type of seeds, so I did grab a few of those packets. As you can see, I really like to grow things that are unusual, like the purple of Sicily cauliflower. But you know what? Snowball, I think, is actually supposed to be a self-blanching variety, so I went ahead and grabbed some of those. They have lots of great things here. I don't know about the birdhouses, you guys. Pop a comment below if you like them. They're metal, and I wonder, like, what if they get too hot? My friend said that maybe they won't get too hot because it'll be the wrong season. They really only are nesting at certain times. I don't know. I know I can always find something at the Dollar Tree for gardening, even if it ends up being something that's not quite supposed to be for the garden. It might be something like spoons, using those for shovels, using toys for shovels and other gardening tools, and even using plastic containers for sprouting my plants. So I always know I'm going to find something, and let's see if I can find something really good this time. One of the reasons I really wanted to grab those little toys is because they're narrow. So when I'm working with a really small container, these will be just perfect. And besides, I think they're really cute too. Who doesn't want a little pink shovel? My son wanted to show me, or my friend wanted to show me the bug zapper. Yeah, so the pink little shovel and the pink and yellow shovel I think will be the most useful. Not sure about the little rake thingy, but whatever. Uh, she actually was looking at these, and I was like, oh my gosh, I actually think I like those. They're not probably sturdy enough for something as big as like those majorly big green leaf, planters. They're multi-stacked, but they'd probably be great for my Mr. Stackies because they're not that heavy. So I took out all these different colors, and I did decide to go with black. Talked with my friend Reba, the gardening artist, and we decided black was probably the best color just because it's so basic. I could swear with these vases that they were $1.25 like a week ago because I bought a few for my husband's bamboo. I grabbed some coffee filters, and we don't use that kind of coffee maker anymore, but I like them for gardening. Sometimes I'll line some planters so that they're easy to pull out and that I don't disturb the roots. I thought these little containers were cute, but not for food. I'm actually grabbing them because I recently bought some more lavender seeds. Now, I don't need more lavender seeds because I've got like a bazillion, but I bought two different varieties. One has like a fern leaf pattern, like a really frilly pattern of leaves, and the other one is white. So white lavender. So to sprout them, I like to use like zipper, like almost like a just like food containers, basically. And then I also grabbed this cake thing because I'm going to use it for winter gardening and to put it on top to keep it in the heat. I like bags. The paper bags I'm going to use for gathering seeds. I didn't grab the plastic bags, but I do use those once the seeds are completely dry. I loved Candyland. Pass on this because it's paper. If they were plastic, I would have bought them because those would have been really adorable little pots for little plants. I have lots of cups, and I wanted to just show you these because these are great for growing in. You can either melt a hole for drainage, or you can just cut the edges for drainage. Put them in like a clear tote or any kind of tote. Water underneath it. Yes, my friend's like, why are you buying those? Do you have a drinking problem I don't know about? I was thinking I'm going to do the double cup method, but using K cups as the inside cup and the cute little cups there as the outside cup so that they basically will have a little bit of drainage. I notice they have a lot of items now that are not $1.25, and that's okay with me, but I am concerned about there not being like kind of having the space dwindle down to where there might end up being like an aisle of $1.25 items and have it mostly be like higher prices like they do in a lot of those dollar plus stores. I don't always go this frugal on gardening, but sometimes, right now I'm feeling the pinch of the economy. So I thought, you know what, I'm in the mood for gardening and I'm in the mood for grabbing a few things, and I wanted to make sure that I could do this on a budget. And Dollar Tree is a great way to go. You can go there with a couple dollars and get a few things, and you feel like you have actually, gone on a shopping spree. Spending more does not always mean higher quality. But sometimes you have to spend more to get higher quality. Does that make sense? So just because something it costs more, like you can buy the same product on multiple places and you might get a deal one place, not on the other. But you have to look at the actual product itself and not just how much you're paying for it. So I personally, I don't want to spend a fortune, but if I can spend, a reasonable amount and it's something that it's going to stand up to time and be a little bit less wasteful, I'd rather do that. I hope you've had fun checking out the Dollar Tree with me today, and I will definitely update you soon. I had some people say, why don't you do a video showing how you use the Dollar Tree items? And I think that might be fun to do. So if you think that's a good idea, pop a comment below. And also, if you found a really good item at Dollar Tree lately, pop a comment below and let us know what you found. Be good, be sweet, go garden if you want to eat, and I'll see you next time.